Hey, some extra turtle talk this week. After some frequent checking of Target's website and stores, we finally tracked down Mutatin Mikey and Mutatin Donnie. So completing our set of the boys in green here and the original Mutatin Turtles and the re-release that is a Target exclusive. Have not seen these on shelves yet, though some of you have written in and said that you have seen them in certain areas of the US, have not seen them out on the East Coast yet. But they are up on Target's website now, so I'll have a link to those where you can get them as long as they're still in stock. But we'll give you a quick look at these. First, Mikey here with that great artwork based on the original release, with the exception being that new Making of a Ninja stamp from Target there, and that little call out on the back as well. And then over here we have Donnie with this same box artwork. For some reason I like Donnie's more than any other turtles. Maybe it just pops with the purple and the green. And then same with him on the back, featuring artwork with his weapons as well. And then, you could also see the inside flaps. I have a little close-up here so you can see a little bit better with that great little cartoon turtle. You can see all the accessories in there and the steps for transforming, which we'll go over ourselves in this video, as well as Mikey's little close-up of his packaging. I don't think I need to do a close-up product shot because all it is literally the weapons, the turtle food, the mutagen can, and then the transforming pizza that we've seen with Leo and Raph as well. But let's hop right in. It's been a long wait to see these guys, so let's finally get our hands on them and check them out. Okay, we're going to start with Mikey, my favorite. So he'll always be the one I usually defer to starting first. These boxes can be a little tricky, so I like sliding like a pen or something under here just to get it to pop without tearing. This one tore a little bit. And then these will slide right out and the character will be in here. He's going to be secured with all sorts of little tie downs and these little plastic ones as well. So a pair of sprue cutters will save you some heartache trying to maneuver this guy out. And here is our Mikey. Of course, a unique color from his brothers. All four of these turtles have unique colors. Let's give you a little quick close-up. You can see that standard look for the Transform or the Mutatin Turtles, which is that extra large shell, extra thick body. Still kind of same expression you see with the classic Playmates, so nothing changing there. These are pretty close approximation for the original release as well. So nothing super special in that design. They haven't really changed it. I mean, don't break something that works. These are all based on the original releases, so they're going to be straight one-to-one copies. As far as the accessories go, I don't think I need to really go over these because these are the same accessories, the baseline accessories that come with the other turtles. And that's going to be the transforming pizza. You're going to get this, if I could get it out, this can of green mutagen, or remutagen as they call it in the figure here, and that basically looks like just a transparent canister of mutagen there. And then the last one is kind of a weird accessory, but they include it for the turtle mode, and it is turtle food. So it's just a little silver can, which is weird because they eat pizza, but there's turtle food. So the pizza here just transforms when you push it, and then and you spin it. And I'll have a close-up shot of all this stuff so you can see it in a minute. So his nunchaku, like all the other weapons, they transform. So in this case, they turn into jump rope. So they just get a little bit longer. I mean, they're not really the proper scale for him to jump rope, but they just get a little longer, and then you can push them into the handle and they turn into nunchaku. So that's all is the special transform function for his weapons. So we'll just pop those in here. And of course, they're not going to stay perfectly. They're going to keep falling on you. And I kind of recall that's what they did in the original version too. So there's no real trick to getting these to stay perfectly in there. So they're gonna droop down on you a little bit. But you have his nunchaku, and you can get those in each hand no problem. And those are his real accessory here. This one works a little better than this one. But yeah, I'm sure you could figure out a way to make it stay. But there we go, we have his nunchaku. So that is Mikey in a nutshell, and we'll have some close-ups and we'll do a transformation in a moment as well. But let's check out Donnie. Donnie here, I picked the right side of the box to open because it comes with the accessories, the instructions Now the instructions are the same for all 4 turtles, I believe. They just kind of tell you the basic transformation here, and then it goes over the weapon transformation. And it includes the sai, it includes the swords, which were knives, and then forks, respectively. So yeah, so it's weird. Raph and Leo, they both got utensils for eating food, but Donnie and Mikey get toys, which is kind of... it's odd how these two were paired together and then released that way as well. So why I pull these other accessories out, why don't we give you a nice close-up of Donnie here. So Donnie here, you can see the darkest of the turtles by far, and that's kind of consistent with the other versions of Donnie as well. So again, he has that trademark super thick shell for transforming, so that makes sense. And then he has the thicker bodies and all the same stylings of the mutating turtles. So another one-to-one replica, nothing drastic to point out here. He also comes with that transforming pizza. He also comes with the Remutagen canister, which is troubling to take out. And he also comes with that turtle food. So we have the turtle food, that silver can, all of them come with that. So there's like an assortment of accessories here. They all come with these great transparent ooze canisters, and then they each come with their weapons. Now, all the turtles in this line come with 2 weapons, although only Leo, Raph, and Mikey really have 2 weapons. Donnie doesn't have 2 bows. At least I don't recall ever seeing him with 2 bows. But he does in the mutating form. So his bow actually converts... turns sideways here, yep, like this, and it turns into a pogo stick for I think this way. Yep, here's the springing. This bottom part of the bow is curled, so it looks like a spring, and I'll give you a close-up, and it turns into a pogo stick. So like I was saying before, it's kind of interesting that Leo and Raph have a knife and fork, and Donnie and Mikey have jump rope and pogo sticks. So they have, you know, outdoor sports accessories or toys, and the other 2 have eating utensils. So just kind of weird how they did that. It's a little big for him to really stand on and use, but other people could use it as a normal pogo stick, but then you could get that accessory into his hand. And it's a little tricky because it splits right in the middle, and that's kind of where you would grab it at that center part. So you're gonna kind of have to maneuver that into his hand without cracking it, but you can do that. So that's how that looks essentially. Not the sharpest of the weapons, but it works a little better than Mikey's that keep dripping down on you. So that is the unboxing there, going over some of their basic accessories and the instructions here. So I'll have you come in next. We'll take a close look at all the detail on these great figures, and then we will do a transformation. So again, just give me some close-up shots of these here. We have that retro mutagen here, the solid green piece. We have the silver-esque canned turtle food, and it's a pretty detailed can. You got some rings on the top there as well. And then you got that converting pizza. So it turns from the pizza, you push it in here and rotate it, and then it turns into a throwing star. So, and then back into a pizza again. So you have that fun accessory. They all include that accessory. You have Mikey's nunchaku here. I'll just give you a close-up of this one. And you pull on the ends and it turns into jump rope, except this one is stuck. Maybe that's why it was holding so well. I don't want to pull it because it might break. I'll show you this one here. So there you go. So you have the jump rope, and then you have the nunchaku. So that is Mikey's big accessory. Results may vary. This one is stuck. So interesting. Yep. It's definitely stuck. So not sure why, but at least it holds and doesn't undo. So the pogo stick here, like I said, this separates here. You can see the bottom here. It's kind of a springy type of look to be the bottom of the pogo. So now we're at the bottom, the handle's at the top, and then they just kind of rotate to make the bow. So the wrapping there from the handle becomes the wrapping in the middle. And you see that wood grain on there. So nice accessory. So we'll do our transformation with Donnie here. I just liked how Donnie looks. For some reason, I don't know why, he just resonates with me. So the first thing you're going to do is open up the shell right here. Just giving a little pressure, or maybe a lot of pressure. I thought I got over this with the last video I did, but for some reason it's not. There we go. Pushing the head helps sometimes. So that popped open the shell. Then we're going to rotate the, I think first what's easier to do is rotate the legs out and get those out of the way. With those out, you could rotate the head. So you just kind of push it up, spin it on its axis there, and rotate it around. And then you can put that out and you have your turtle head. Now the other thing you want to do, and I forgot it in the last time the video how to redo that, is rotate these side plates. And these are going to rotate down. And what these are going to do essentially is tuck into the belt, and they're going to cover the turtle shell underneath. And end up looking like this. Not sure why you're covering the turtle shell. Maybe you're more like covering the belt. I don't know. But that's just part of the transformation. Next thing you're going to do is tuck these arms in, because these arms are not part of the turtle. These are going to come all the way forward. They're going to be his front feet. So all the way forward like this, and then flatten them. And then once you have your arms tucked in here, you're going to close the shell. And you have these back feet here. And I did it again. I forgot the tail. I keep doing this with the tail. The tail you actually have to get out before you get the legs out, because it's just in the way. So I'm going to rotate one leg back. The tail should probably be like the first thing you do. I think it has it in here as step. It's not in the steps. It's just you're supposed to do it. So yeah, I consistently forget about the tail. So that one you're gonna kind of have to rotate out. I think there's an easier way of doing it, which involves turning this shell all the way around. But I didn't do that this time. So once you get that tail out, then you can put the arms down, and then you get the turtle transformation. So that's 2 for 2 for me forgetting about the tail. So there we go. That is our Donnie in his transformed form. And he is looking pretty sharp there. I just like the coloring. I don't know what it is about it. It just works for me. But we have our Donnie with his feet, front and back, and his tail. And then to turn him back into a turtle, well, he is a turtle, I guess, a ninja turtle. We're going to, again, push on that head to separate the body halves here, because this one is really, really in there good. The other ones just kind of snap back. This one needs like a pressure point. So then you just kind of cross the feet in there like that. Get the arms out. Rotate these legs down. Now here's the trick with the tail. Now at this point you rotate the shell so you kind of get the tail halfway, and then maneuver it the other halfway and move the shell back into position. That's how you kind of rotate the tail around that area there. That's just a little bit easier that way. And then last but not least, to take the sides back out, spin them around, the side back out here, and spin it around. And then once the shell is complete, you just kind of tuck these into here, into the side. So, and I forgot the head. It's always something when they in these Mutatin Turtles. So it really pulls out all the way. So you shouldn't be hitting anything with the head when you take it around like that. And then all the way in. And then now you close the shell. And then you could tuck these in as you're closing the shell into the little insides here. Insides on the edge, basically. And then they should close in, and you have that coverage covering the flaps there all the way around. And then you're back to normal Donnie. So one day, maybe when Bebop and Rocksteady come out, I'll get this down without making a mistake. I know they have tails too, so maybe I'll forget the tail again and you guys can call me out on it. But this time, not as bad as my last time. I'm doing this in one take, so I did not edit this. This is one try, and I got this. So yeah, so that is our Mutatin Turtle. Mikey's the same way. I don't need to show you that. but when you get them back, they should you should roughly see this. I kind of missed this additional flap here, so I'd have to pop the shell off and fix it, but you could get it perfect, or if you're comfortable with the way it looks, you don't need to worry about that. But in my case, I'm not, so I'm going to readjust the shell and to just make sure I get that latched across that on the outside and it doesn't overshoot the gap. So I didn't do it that time, so it's a lot better. So yep, that is your mutating function on the Mutatin Donnie, and same with Mikey, same with all the turtles, and that's what they do. All right, well, it took a little while to get all of our guys here, but we finally got them. I think the first wave was around May or April-May timeframe when these guys hit shelves, and now we have the others hitting shelves just now. So a little bit of time in there between the film and everything else that happened this year after the relaunch of the Turtles products. So you can now get all 4 of the original Mutatin Turtles in their re-release, exclusive to Target. These are in stores right now. These are also on the Target.com. These are only on Target.com as far as I've seen. I have not seen them in stores, but some people have reported they are in certain Targets, so you might get lucky. But it doesn't seem like they're widely available yet. When I go to check for pickup, there's no Targets, at least in the 2 or 3 states around here that have them. So it's not an East Coast thing. It might just be unique to some places. But you can get it on the website. Like, I just grabbed these off the website. I'll have the link for you as long as they're still in stock, and you could finish your collection here. No word yet if they're going to do more. I got indications that it's something that they're thinking about. 2 of my favorite were Bebop and Rocksteady and the Mutatin line. They were just so cool. They had like the grenades on the thighs that rotated around, and so they turned from human into the human-animal hybrids. They did not turn into animals. That's what I thought was kind of cool, because you get the human version of those characters, and they look pretty cool in addition to the mutated version as well. I never got the second wave. And that there were some crazy ones. There was like April, I turned into Catwoman. There was a Shredder one. The Splinter one, I did see, my friend had that. That was pretty cool. He turned into his non-mutated form. There was a Foot Soldier. I can't remember what that one did, but they started, this line just kept going at a certain point. So I didn't get all of those. So hope they at least do Bebop and Rocksteady. Those were pretty solid ones. That would be pretty cool. I mean, we did get indications that the large version of Bebop and Rocksteady may be coming as well. The large turtles did pretty well, from what I understand. I love them. I hope they keep doing that line. I think they were just Bebop and Rocksteady were the only other 2 in the large version. So anyway, that's all for this week. It's your latest update on Playmates products. We're trying to track down the second wave of the Mutant Mayhem line with the all the new mutants, including Mondo Gecko, including Scumbug, Genghis Frog, and Wingnut. So if we see those, we'll let you guys know. I have not seen them in stores yet. I have not seen them go up for order yet. I think some people have said that they've gotten them, but I have not seen them around or have an indication on when the release date might be, but it should be now. It should be fall, so we should see them either this month or next month hitting shelves or popping up for order. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. But that is your latest dose of Turtle Talk featuring Playmates this week, and you could finally complete this line, and it's awesome. The mutated line was just so cool to be able to transform these to turtles back into Ninja Turtles and still have all these accessories with them. So that's all for now. Like, subscribe, and follow, and we'll see you guys next time.